Imagine a secret that only a few know, the power of detachment. It may seem controversial because most people think attachment is synonymous with love and care. However, I am here to reveal a counterintuitive truth. Detachment can actually lead to a more fulfilling and healthy life. It may sound impossible, but get ready for a surprising revelation. In this video, I will guide you through the less traveled paths of emotional and material detachment. We will uncover psychological practices and perspectives that may seem contradictory, but are essential for emotional health and personal growth. Are you ready for a rapid and profound transformation? Don't miss this unique opportunity to discover how to free yourself from invisible shackles and build stronger, healthier emotional bonds. Subscribe now to the Self-Knowledge channel, activate the notification bell, and leave your like. Join us on this journey of self-discovery and emotional liberation. Let's embark on this mystery together. The first step on the path of detachment is paradoxically a step back. It involves seeking a period of separation, not to create a void, but to gain clarity. Imagine yourself at a bustling celebration where it's challenging to discern a friend's whisper due to the loud music and lively conversations. Similarly, when we are overly involved with someone or something, our emotions can become heightened, clouding our mental. Stepping back is like moving away from that noisy environment and finding a serene place. A refuge where you can hear your own thoughts and reflect more clearly. Seneca, a philosopher with profound insights, emphasized the importance of returning to oneself. This return is not just physical distance, but also mental and emotional. By distancing ourselves, we can observe our emotions objectively, like admiring clouds gliding across the sky, recognizing they're separate from our essence. Attachment is not indifference. It's a way of facing the situation and our reactions objectively, like analyzing the entire chessboard, not just the piece we're holding. In contemporary times, it's not necessary to isolate oneself in a rural village, as the Stoics suggested. Sometimes, it's enough to turn off your cell phone, take a walk, or simply sit in silence in a room. The essential thing is to find a place where your thoughts and feelings are not suffocated by the incessant noise of everyday life. In those moments of quietude, we discover the ability to make decisions based not on fleeting emotional reactions, but on logical reasoning, deep reflection, and intrinsic wisdom. This step back is your power tool to transition to a space where you can breathe freely and see beyond the fog of the present moment. The second step in the process of detachment involves rationally considering the need for distance. The decision to distance oneself from someone is not a rash act, but a methodical deliberation that reflects the wisdom and virtue of Stoicism. Imagine your existence as a maritime expedition where the individuals in your life are like winds and currents. Some contribute to smooth sailing, while others may lead you into turbulent waters. As the commander of this ship, it's crucial to discern which winds to favor and which storms to navigate around. This decision is not an escape, but a conscious steering of your life's trajectory aligned with your values and personal well-being. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who transcended his status as a slave to become a sage, emphasized the importance of choosing associations that resonate with our inner being. Analyzing your relationships as mirrors allows you to see what they reflect back to you. Serenity, evolution, and understanding, or uncertainty, discomfort, and distress. Detachment is not an act of renunciation, but a conscious choice for the preservation of your integrity and morality. Stoicism does not advocate for unpassionate logic, but for a wisdom that encourages us to consider what people add to our lives, harmony or dissonance. And in reflecting on this decision, remember the words of Epictetus. We are not disturbed by what happens, but by our thoughts about what happens. The decision to distance oneself is not solely about the person involved, but also about how they impact one's life. They may represent a significant stage of personal growth or serve as a minor detour from one's path. Ultimately, choosing distance is an endeavor to create a life story that brings pride. It is a commitment to staying true to oneself, one's values, and one's journey. Stoicism teaches us to value relationships that enrich our narrative and to respectfully distance ourselves from those that do not add value. It is not about meticulously selecting every person and experience in life, but about forging a story that is authentic and meaningful. The third step towards detachment is engaging in a conversation with a trusted individual. When life feels like a puzzle with mismatched pieces, Stoic wisdom can provide inspiration. The resilience of great thinkers emphasizes the importance of connections, highlighting that having someone trustworthy is like finding an anchor amidst the storm. This interaction goes beyond simply expressing oneself. It brings clarity and new perspective. It's like having a co-pilot on the journey of life, someone who helps navigate when one's sense of direction is confused. Seneca believed in the profound wisdom that comes from sharing and viewed a friend as a mirror that reflects not only our appearance but also our deepest truths. This interaction is more than a mere reflection of ourselves. It is a means of understanding our trajectory. By opening up to someone, we're not just sharing words, but inviting them into our inner universe and giving them insight into our thoughts and feelings. This sharing creates a space of mutual understanding and support, where valuable insights are exchanged along with condolence. Careful consideration should be given to who we choose to trust, preferably someone who embodies our values. This person becomes a reflection of our ideas and assists us in navigating our thoughts and emotions. Their role is mainly to listen and provide support rather than solving our problems. Their presence serves as a reminder that we are not alone on this journey. By sharing our thoughts with them, we may come across valuable insights and perspectives. Stoicism teaches us to face life's obstacles with calmness and the support of a chosen community. Our confidant plays a crucial role in this community, reaffirming the strength that comes from unity. Detaching from someone or a situation does not mean giving up on our humanity. In fact, human relationships provide us with the strength and vision to navigate the complexities of life. Our conversations with our trusted person go beyond casual dialogue, offering us true clarity and stability amidst the ever-changing nature of life. The fourth step towards detachment is setting emotional boundary. When intense feelings overwhelm us, it is akin to sailing a ship through a storm with powerful emotional waves. Stoic teachings do not advocate for avoiding these waves, but instead teach us to skillfully navigate through them. This involves recognizing when to surrender control to the waves and when to take a firm grip on the helm. Emotions are an integral part of being human, but without clearly defined boundaries, they can steer us off course. The key to managing our emotions is to experience them without letting them overpower us. Epictetus, with his profound understanding of the human spirit, reminds us that what affects us is not the events themselves, but how we interpret them. This insight is essential for defining emotional boundaries. To achieve this, we need to have a caretaker in our minds that welcomes our emotions, but does not allow them to take over our inner space. For example, when we feel angry, we can acknowledge its existence and understand its cause, but we do not allow it to dominate our actions or feelings. To set emotional boundaries, we must engage in a dialogue with our feelings, understanding their role in directing them so that they do not cloud our judgment. Practically, this can involve allowing ourselves a limited time to experience an emotion before focusing on solutions. This process is not about suppressing emotions, but managing them in a way that balances their impact on our lives. The fifth and vital step in detachment is to carefully evaluate the potential consequences of this separation. When at the intersection of the path of detachment, it is essential to pause and reflect, imagining each path as a potential future with different outcomes and consequences. Stoicism teaches us not to make hasty decisions, but to engage in deep reflection before choosing which path to take. What lies ahead on the path of detachment Will it bring growth, serenity, and a stronger sense of self, or will it lead to remorse and longing for what was left behind? This exercise in foresight is not about accurately predicting the future, but rather about prudently preparing. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor burdened with governing a vast empire, used reflections on the past to guide his future expectations, aligning with the Stoic approach of using past experiences as a compass for future decisions. Take a moment to reflect on times when you distanced yourself and evaluate the outcomes. Did the act of distancing bring clarity and tranquility, or did it result in isolation and regret? Use these reflections as a map, learning from past lessons to better navigate the future. Additionally, it is crucial to consider the impact of your decision on others. Stoicism urges us to balance our personal needs with the collective good. When detaching, question whether this action promotes your personal development and positively contributes to others' lives, or conversely, could potentially cause harm or misunderstandings. This step transcends exclusive concern for self-interest. It is about aligning your well-being with the broader context in which we are intertwined. It is akin to walking attentively in a garden, ensuring that your steps promote growth rather than harm the plants. Detachment, from a Stoic perspective, is an exercise in thoughtful wisdom, a deliberate decision that accounts not only for the self, but also for the complex web of relationships we are part of. The sixth step in the journey of detachment is to give yourself a break from social media. Imagine your mind as a placid lake and social networks as raindrops constantly disturbing its calm surface. Each update, notification, and comparison serves as a disruptive drop in the peacefulness of the lake. The Stoic philosophy, rooted in eras before the digital age, offers timeless wisdom for dealing with such distractions. Seneca, reflecting on the transitory nature of life, would view social media as a modern source of countless unnecessary distractions, especially in the process of detachment. This step is about reclaiming our time and attention, intentionally choosing where to focus our valuable energy. In the realm of social media, our attention is the most sought-after asset, and by distancing ourselves from it, we are not only avoiding a digital deluge, but also creating space for our minds to breathe and reflect. It's akin to drawing the curtains to muffle the noise of a bustling street. The constant commotion persists, but for a moment, it ceases to be our main focus. You find yourself in a peaceful environment that fosters reflection and understanding. Taking a break from social media is not an escape, but an act of self-care, a discernment of what strengthens us and what drains us. This pause, observe the transformation in your mental state, a sense of calm presence and heightened awareness of your thoughts and emotions. This self-awareness lies at the core of Stoicism, recognizing what is within our control and letting go of what is not. Understand that while we cannot stop the rain, we can choose to seek shelter and appreciate the sound of the drops without getting wet. Interrupting the use of social media may feel like jumping off a speeding train, but it is in stillness that we find clarity. When temporarily stepping away from the digital world, remember the words of Seneca and utilize this time for enriching activities like reading, walking, journaling, or engaging in hobbies that nourish your spirit. This break is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, a moment to rediscover your essence in silence, away from the collective tumult. The seventh step in the journey of detachment is an invitation to deliberately focus on your most fundamental needs. As we progress on this path, it is crucial to turn our attention to the core of our being. Here lies the heart of Stoicism, focusing on what truly matters for our inner growth and well-being. This involves shedding the superfluous, the noise, and the trivialities to cultivate what genuinely nourishes the soul. Go beyond materialistic needs and delve deeper into emotional sustenance, moral integrity, and personal development. Envision your life as a garden. What are the vital elements for your flourishing? Just as sunlight and water are essential for plants, Identify what is indispensable for your emotional and spiritual growth. Epicurus, who thrived amidst adversity, deeply understood the importance of focusing on what is essential. His teachings encourage us to distinguish between the necessary and the superfluous. True wealth, according to Epicurus, does not lie in owning many possessions, but in having few needs. Apply this philosophy to your emotional life by reflecting on what is necessary for you to feel fulfilled, stable, and at peace. Remember that often, less is more. In a world filled with choices and distractions, finding contentment in simplicity and depth involves contemplating what truly brings authentic happiness and peace. In practice, this may mean dedicating time to reflect on what brings you genuine joy, whether it be in solitude, meaningful conversations, engaging in a hobby, or other activities that nourish your spirit. Identifying these essential needs and prioritizing them is comparable to packing for a journey, taking only what adds value to your experience. Centering your life around your fundamental needs through intentional focus can facilitate detachment from unnecessary people or situations and establish a foundation of stability and contentment. This is a continuous process that requires revisiting and adapting your fundamental needs as you grow and transform. This focus serves as a compass that guides you with clarity and purpose through life. Stoicism emphasizes living intentionally rather than just existing, and gratitude is a central pillar in this philosophy. By practicing gratitude and recognizing the present, we can shift our focus from deficiencies to appreciating the blessings within reach, which strengthens our emotional resilience and enhances our ability to live in the present with awareness. This step invites us to celebrate life and learn from each experience. By incorporating gratitude into our journey of detachment, we can develop a deeper connection with the present moment and a profound understanding of the meaning of life. Don't forget to leave a comment to help boost engagement with our content. If you don't have anything to comment, simply say gratitude is the key and mention today's date. In this stage of the journey of detachment, Step 9 emphasizes the promotion of flexibility and the willingness to change. Life is unpredictable and ever-changing, and we're challenged to accept this reality. While we cannot control the events that occur, we have the power to control our attitude and response towards them. Flexibility of mind means actively adapting and letting go of old notions and attachments when necessary. It is like navigating a turbulent river, adjusting our course as the currents carry us. Flexibility does not mean compromising our values, but finding adaptable ways to apply them in different situations. By embracing change as a natural part of life, we develop emotional resilience and reduce resistance and suffering. We also learn to see the positive potential in adverse situations. Step 9 invites us to dance with life, embracing its changes with grace and humility. It reminds us that life is a continuous journey of discovery, and our ability to adapt and learn allows us to thrive amidst uncertainty. By incorporating flexibility into our pursuit of detachment, we prepare ourselves for a richer, more meaningful, and resilient life. In the 10th step of the path of detachment, our focus shifts towards cultivating empathy and practicing sharing. Drawing inspiration from Stoic principles, we acknowledge the significance of forming deep connections with others and making positive contributions to their lives. Empathy entails understanding and sharing the emotions of others. During this step, we learn to actively listen, empathize, and acknowledge the perspectives and feelings of those around us. This enables us to establish more meaningful relationships based on understanding and solidarity. Sharing, on the other hand, involves actively contributing to the well-being of others, whether through emotional support or concrete actions. By practicing sharing, we not only enrich the lives of others, but also enhance our own sense of purpose and fulfillment. It's important to remember that detachment does not mean distancing ourselves from human relationships, but rather transforming them into deeper and more meaningful connections. Empathy and sharing serve as bridges that connect us to others in an authentic and profound manner. By practicing empathy and sharing, we contribute to a compassionate and supportive world, aligning our actions with Stoic values of virtue and kindness. This allows us to live a fulfilling life where detachment doesn't make us indifferent, but rather more aware and connected human beings. In the 11th step, we focus on nourishing our mind and body. This step is essential for maintaining emotional and physical balance as we navigate life's complexities. We start by taking care of our mind through mindfulness and self-reflection. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This helps us cultivate mental clarity and reduce stress. Self-reflection helps us understand our patterns of thinking and behavior, highlighting areas for personal growth and improvement. Additionally, we dedicate time to nourishing our mind through reading, learning, and practicing creative skills. This allows us to expand our knowledge, stimulate our creativity, and keep our minds agile and curious. When it comes to taking care of our bodies, we prioritize healthy eating, regular exercise, and sufficient rest. Our bodies are the vehicles through which we experience the world, and caring for them is fundamental for a balanced life. This step reminds us that detachment isn't just about freeing ourselves from worries and stress, but also about investing in our physical and mental well-being. As we nourish our mind and body, we become better equipped to face life's challenges with resilience and serenity, aligning ourselves with Stoic principles of virtue and wisdom. This step serves as a reminder that self-care is an integral part of the path of detachment. Embarking on the path of detachment grants us deep insights and practical guidance from the lessons of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy. Stoicism encourages us to step back and carefully contemplate the reasons behind our detachment. It urges us to engage in enlightening dialogues, establish boundaries for our emotional reactions, and consider the consequences of our choices. By distancing ourselves from constant external influences, such as social media, and prioritizing our essential needs, our actions align with Stoic principles. Stoicism teaches us that detachment is not synonymous with emotional insensitivity. Instead, it leads to inner tranquility and resilience as we navigate complex human relationships and life's challenges. Stoic principles act as a beacon, offering inspiration and guidance towards a life enriched by virtue, wisdom, and emotional strength. This philosophy equips us not only to confront life's ups and downs with serenity, but also empowers us to cultivate deeper and more meaningful relationships with ourselves and others. Stoicism is a valuable guide on the path to a conscious and balanced life.